Hi children, good morning to you all. So today we are going to continue with our chapter 6. What is the heading of the chapter? Square and square roots. So in this chapter, what are the topics we have covered children? We have covered about the properties of squaring numbers. Then we have learned about square root, and based on that how to find the square root value. So two methods we have learned, that is repeated subtraction method and prime factorization method, and some exercise problem related to the properties we have learned. So today just we'll continue with the exercise problem. So some more exercise problems are there. So today we'll be seeing the exercise problem based on the topics we have covered in the last two sessions. Okay, so the next topic was about division. Okay, how to find the square root by using division. That topic we will be seeing in the next session. So today we'll continue with the exercise problems. Okay, children. So are you learning your daily topics? So please go through the problems and definition part. So that's why I'm just taking time. Just I can start today the division chapter, division topic, but I need you to be thorough with the previous topic. So go through that, do your homework, and please do your homework. One thing I have to say is please do your daily homework. So watch the YouTube classes, and based on that topic only I'm going to give the homework, right? So do and see the homework. If you have any doubt, you can just text me, just I'll give you the explanations. Okay, children. So today we are going to continue with the problems, exercise problems. Okay, now let's begin the session. So let's see the exercise problem. So what is the first question, children? For each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be multiplied so as to get the perfect square. So what do you understand from this question? So here the given number is not a perfect square. We want to find the perfect square. So with 252, when you multiply one number, so any one number, whole number means it starts from 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. goes on. So anyone with any one number, any one smallest number, when you multiply the given number, you will be getting a perfect square. Okay. So after multiplying, you will be getting one answer, right? For that answer, we want to find the square root. That is the second part. Also find the square root of the square number so obtained. Okay, understood now? Now they have given one question that is not a perfect square. So first thing you want to find the perfect square. How you will be finding the perfect square? You will be doing a factorization method. Then I'll explain the next. Factorization method already we have learned, right? So 252 you are going to find the, by using prime factorization we are going to do the calculations. So prime factorization, 252 is divisible by 2, right? Divide, you are getting 126. Again 126 is divisible by 2. You are getting the answer 63. Again 63 is divisible by 3. Next, what you are getting? 21. 21 is divisible by 3. So 7. So 7 is a prime number. So we stopped there. So now I have written here 252 equals to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. So next step I will be writing in square root. If you want, you can directly write. Okay. So write this in the square root. So usually what you will do, you will be usually what after this step what you will be doing children, for the normal problem you will be taking the numbers outside. Okay, here two pair, find the pair, this is one pair and this is second pair, so you will take the common number outside, right? But here in this question you are not going to do that. In this question what they are asking to find the perfect square. So here this 2 is one pair, right? And 3 into 3, this is second pair. So this is another pair. But 7, whether for 7 pair is there? No. For 7, no pair, right? For 7, no pair. So what you are going to do? So this you are going to multiply 252 with the number 7, because for 7 there is no pair. So when you multiply 252 with the number 7, you will be getting the perfect square. Now you just multiply 252 into 7, you will be getting one answer, right? For that answer you want to find the square root. Is it clear, children? So the previous problem was just you want to find the square root. So we will be doing the prime factorization method and we will be finding the answer, right? That is a perfect square they'll be giving. We will be finding the square root for that value, right? They'll be giving, the question will be perfect square. We will be doing the prime factorization method and we will be finding the square root value, right? But in this question, the given number is not a perfect square. So in this question, we want to find the perfect square. So first step, what you want to do, you want to find the perfect square. And second thing, what you want to do, you want to take the square root for that perfect square. Okay, so first step, what you will be doing, you will be doing the prime factorization method. Then you will be checking how many pairs are there. So whether any number is there without pair. Yes, we have a number. So with that number, here 7, right? With that number we will multiply the question 252. Okay, now let's see the okay. So here the prime factor 7 does not have its pair. So if we multiply the given number by 7, then the number will become a perfect square. Okay, so 252 into 7. When you multiply it, check it, multiply and see 252 into 7 multiply. Do it in your rough paper. Check whether you are getting 1764. Check it, children. Are you getting? I think you are getting the answer, right? Okay. So 1767 you are getting. So why we are multiplying 252 with 7? To get the perfect square. Why we are multiplying 252 with the 7? To get the perfect square. So you got 1764. What is the second step in this question? You want to find out the square root. It is mentioned in the question, right? So write square root symbol, square root of 1764. Now, how you are writing these numbers? Already, when you have done the factorization for 252, what you got, children? I'll write here. You got 2 into 3 into 3 into 7, right? You got this one. When you do the factorization for 252, you got this answer, right? 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. In that 7 only we don't have pair. So with this 7 only we are multiplying this 252 and you got this answer. Now just write till this 7. Okay, till this 7 you write it down. 2 into 2, just take the square root. Okay, 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Now you have to multiply with this 7, make this 7 a pair. Okay, when you multiply this 252 with 7, you are getting 1764, right? So 7 into 7, right? One more 7. 2 into 2, 3 into 3 into 7. This is the same answer we are writing, and only you have to add that 7. Now take out the common terms. 2 into 2. This is one pair. This is second pair and this is third pair. So 2 into, from this 2 take 1 2 outside. With this 3 take 1 3 outside, and with this 7 take 1 sound outside. Then 2 into 3 into 7, you are getting the answer 42. 2 3s are 6. Then 6 7s are 42. You are getting the answer 42. If you want, check it. 42 into 42. Check it, children. Take your rough note and check it. 42 into 42. Are you getting 1742? Check it. I'll give you 2 minutes. Check it fast. Multiply and see. Are you getting the answer, children? 1764 are you getting? Yes, you are getting, right? So this is one method of finding the perfect square. So I'll just repeat it. First, you want to do the prime factorization for the given number. Then you write it down. 252 equal to prime factorization. You'll be getting one answer. Write it down then. Next, check it whether how many pairs are there. So if any number is there, anyway, it is not a perfect square. So you will get one number without pair. With that number, multiply the question, given question. So you will be getting one answer. So here we got 1764. Now take the square root. The question they are asking to find the square root for that number, perfect square. To write the square root, write 2 into 3 into 3 into 3, what is given, and with a number which you don't have a pair, right? Add that number again here, means just make 7 a pair, 7 into 7. Okay, then you take out the common terms and just multiply and write on that. Okay, children. So the same problem, sorry, not with the same number, the same method, one problem I'll be giving homework. Okay, try to do it, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now, next question, the same only. What here I didn't write any explanations. Here also the same way, 180. 180 they have given. So whether 180 is a perfect square? No, 180 is not a perfect square. 180 is not a perfect square. How I am saying 180 is not a perfect square? Do you remember the properties, children? 5 property. So if even number of zeros means it is a perfect square. Here only 1 0. 1 is an odd number. So it is not a perfect square. Okay. By applying the property, we can easily find whether the given question is perfect square or not. Okay. Now what you are doing? Do the prime factorization. Then write 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 5. So here 2 has pair, right? Then 3 also you have here pair. Right? So which number you don't have pair? 5 you don't have pair. For 5 you don't have pair. So with 180 multiply 5, 180 into 5. You are getting the answer 900. Now take square root for 900. So what you will be writing? Write all these numbers. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. Now 3 into 5. Okay, 5 into with 5 don't have pair, right? So already we are multiplying 180 with 5 to get the perfect square. Now 5 also became pair, right? Add this. Same, this one, same you copy down. Write this one more extra 5, you write it down. Okay, like that you keep in mind. Now this is a pair, 2 is a pair, right? So 1, 2 outside, 3 is again pair, take 1 into 5. So 2 3s are 6. 6 into 5, 6 5s are 30. So you got the answer. Okay, is it clear, children? So it's very easy. Just read the question and write it out. In the question, they have clearly mentioned the given question is not a perfect square. So you want to find the perfect square. Next, you want to find the square root for the perfect square. What you have found out. Just 3 steps. That's all. Okay, children. Don't get confused. Now, next problem. Here, for each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be divided so as to get a perfect square. Here, the before example was, the previous example was we want to multiply by a whole number to get the perfect square. Here, we want to divide the number to get the perfect square. Then remaining for this also we want to find the square root. Okay. So here also 252, the same number. Do the prime factorization method. And what you are going to do? Write down all the numbers. Here also for 7 you don't have a pair. Right? For 7 you don't have the pair. Right? So here what you are going to do? You are going to divide. So here also for 7 you don't have a pair. So 252, here it is mentioned division, right? So you are going to divide 252. You are going to divide 252 by the 7. By 7 you are going to divide because 7 don't have pair. So when you divide 252 divided by 7, divide it, children, divide. Check whether you are getting the answer 36 or not. Take a paper and divide 252 divided by 7. Do it. Okay, have you got 36? Have you got the answer 36? Yes or no, children? I think you got 36, right? So you got the answer 36. Now take square root for 36. Now you are going to take square root for 36. So write all the numbers 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Here we will not include 7. Okay, here we will write 2 into 2, 3 into 3. That's all. We will leave this 7. Okay, there multiplication we will add one more extra 7. But in division you keep in mind you will leave that 7 completely. Because here we are dividing, so we are reducing, right? So you don't want to multiply again 7 into 7. Just leave that 7. Now check it. Inside the square root, you are having pair 2 into 2 and 3 into 3, right? So take 1 2 outside and 1 3 outside. 2 into 3 6. For 36, the square root is 6, right? If you want, check the table. 6 6 are 36. So it is correct answer. Is it clear, children? If you have any doubt, after doing the square root, you are getting the value. And if you have any doubt whether you got right answer or not, just multiply and see. Here 6 is a small number, so you know the table. 6 6 are 36. If it's a bigger number like previous example 42, so just multiply and see whether you are getting the number or not. Okay, is it clear, children? So here also we are here in the question they have mentioned divide to get the perfect square. So what you are doing here, first step is same, you are doing the prime factorization, then you are checking. So here also you have a number without a pair because given question is not a perfect square. Here you will divide by that number. Next, after dividing you will be getting one answer. For that answer you will be taking the square root, right? Then you after that you know how to write the square root value. Just write it down. Is it clear, children? The same way. Here 2925. It is not a perfect square. So first take prime factorization. Write it down the number and here 3 you have a pair, 5 you have a pair, but for 13 you don't have pair. So you will be dividing the given number 2925 by 13. Divide and see 2925 divided by 13. Check whether you are getting the answer 225. Check it. Divide and see, children. Are you getting the answer? I think you are getting 225 you are getting. Okay, now take square root for 225. Take square root. How you will write? You will leave this 30. Okay, you will leave this 30. Remaining numbers like 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. So from this, take the common outside for removing the square root. So from this 3 you will be taking 1 3 outside. From this 5 you will be taking 1 5 outside. So 3 5s are 50. So now if you want you check it. 15 into 15. Check whether you are getting 225 or not. Multiply and see. 15. If you have a doubt, multiply and see. 15 into 15. Whether you are getting the answer 225. Check it, children. You'll be getting. Okay, children. Now, based on this, you'll be having some homework problems. Okay, is it clear, children? Thank you. Have a nice day, children. So, please go through all the topics what we have learned in this chapter. So, in the next class, we will be seeing detailing about the next method, that is how to find the square root by long division. By division method, we will be seeing in the next class. Okay, children. Bye. Have a nice day.